Good day, I'm Captain JJB84, Captain JJB84, and
I'm Batman.
he's Crooner 500, I think. Well, he doesn't have the raspy voice of Batman.
Like me.
Anyways, The Dark Knight Rises is the greatest movie ever made. Okay, maybe it's up there. It's definitely Christopher Nolan's one of his best films to date. Maybe his best, I don't know. Would you like it, Crooner?
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was an excellent conclusion to a trilogy.
Me too. This is actually the second time I've seen it. You've seen it once now. I watched it Friday night now, because I really wanted to watch it again. This is a long-ass movie. It's like 3 hours long. Well, just under 3 hours. And a lot happens. Like, even the last, like 15 minutes, there's, like, new plot lines and stuff.
Not new plot lines. It's more like what if moments.
It's the whole what if moments.
Yeah.
Wait, can you just pass me one? This is... Oh, sorry. This is really sort of, essentially it takes place 8 years after the Dark Knight, and, essentially Jim Gordon and Batman had to give a great big lie to Gotham City about what happened to Harvey Dent. You don't know what happened to the Joker, though. That's kind of left out, but I just assume he was, probably killed, maybe. Or sent to Arkham, where he was probably... Oh, well. Then came Arkham Asylum. Yeah, that's it, probably. But essentially, Jim Gordon can't tell Gotham City what actually happened. Essentially, the whole lie is Batman killed Harvey Dent. Essentially, Bruce Wayne has kind of been locked in his own house. He's essentially just been in his own house for about 8 years. And then we see Selina Kyle. What do you think of Anne Hathaway, Selina Kyle?
I thought she was gonna be a bad Catwoman, but apparently she was a good Catwoman.
She's a good Catwoman. Better than Halle Berry. A lot better than Michelle Pfeiffer as well. I mean, you ever watched the Tim Burton films?
Yes, they were weird.
Well, they're not like...
They also sort of sucked.
I don't know. Like, I think, like, I will say this. I kind of do prefer Michael Keaton over Christian Bale. But now that I've seen this, Christian Bale clearly is better, but as an origin story, Michael Keaton actually made a lot better Batman. But the thing that, with, Tim Burton in Batman Returns, I think, with Catwoman, he made Catwoman crazy. Selina Kyle was never crazy. Tim Burton's just never read a Batman comic. That's the problem. Also, what do you think of Bane?
I sort of failed to realize that Bane had like a mask because I wasn't really paying attention to the part where they were explaining it. But yeah, Tim Hardy, he sort of did good, except for like cause in the comics, and the Batman movie, he has a I think he comes from like either Mexico or South America, so he has like a Spanish accent. He also is supposed to be wearing like a luchador door mask instead of like a gas mask.
Well, that's like... Well, I think Nolan's taking this into his own artistic license, really. I mean, yeah, this is not like Bane's backstory, but they gave him an almost more interesting backstory. Essentially, he was raised by the League of Shadows.
He was raised in he was raised in the prison, and then he was taken into the League of Shadows, and then he was kicked out of the League of Shadows.
Yeah, Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul decided, you know what, you're a bit of a lunatic. I had to kick you out. I'm not going to give any spoilers, actually. You have to honestly watch this film for yourself. It is that incredible. And holy shit, Joseph Gordon-Levitt could act. What did you think of him?
He has it in for acting.
He has it in for acting. I mean, he was in 50-50 last year, which was great. Now here he is as incredible John Blake. Actually, that's not his real name. Spoilers. I'm not going to give you his real name. And Gary Oldman is getting kind of old. I don't know what it is, but every time I see this guy try to do something, I guess kind of actiony, I can't help but laugh for some reason. I don't know. Also, what did you think of Marion Cotillard? Miranda Tate.
Yeah.
Did you like her? Or?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she was good. She.
Don't give the spoilers. No. There's a big sort of thing behind her.
It's a big twist, but I think was like Wikipedia sort of spoiled it because they're Wikipedia was
did
like,
and didn't.
Well, they sort of did and didn't, but like you gotta go check it out yourself.
Well, no, Marion Cotillard essentially spoke out about this rumor that just wasn't true. I think that's just enough spoilers as is. And, but Marion Cotillard, she was in Inception as well. Yeah, Nolan likes to cast a lot of the same actors. Like, like if you cast new actors, and then he'll put them in the next film. So we may see Anne Hathaway in Mr. Hughes, I think it's called, his next film. But this is a long-ass movie. This is almost 3 hours long.
It's almost 3 hours long. Not exactly 3 hours.
And a lot happens. And this doesn't even feel like a Batman film.
It's longer than The Dark Knight.
It is. Dark Knight, I think it was 2 hours 20 minutes, I think. This is 2 hours 45 minutes. This is a long movie. And a lot happens. I also like, Bane is sort of portrayed as like this terrorist, really. And this does some stuff. This movie goes and does, like, stuff you would never expect it to do. And I think it's pretty ballsy for it as well. And hits on some interesting themes and ideas. You see a lot more of the economic situation in Gotham City. Oh, also, by the way, Gotham City looks a lot like New York. What do you think? Because I think it was Batman Begins and The Dark Knight were more of Chicago. This is
New York.
This is more New York. And also, blowing up the bridges, badass. Bane's a C4 noob, I think. Don't worry, I am too. If I was good with it. But the ending, want to talk about the ending?
I personally find that it was a good ending for a trilogy.
Good ending for a trilogy.
Better than, like, Lost.
Oh, I never watched Lost. A lot better than Spider-Man 3. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then again, that's Spider-Man 3. But it has one of those endings, I think, that just felt reminiscent of what Batman Begins was doing. And also pay attention to the stuff Alfred says. And Alfred he's got some great bits. That's my only little thing. Not really a complaint, but just I wish Alfred was in it more. I mean, there's a good reason why he's not in it as much as he should be. Also, great cameos by Liam Neeson and Cillian Murphy as Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow. What else was really great? What else was really good? Anne Hathaway is gorgeous. It's an amazing movie. I mean, this is the best film of this year. Now I may get some mail or comments saying, well, it wasn't as good as the Avengers, and this is so much different from the Avengers. I mean,
the Avengers was built up to something else. This is more like a conclusion to a trilogy, which was being built since like 2003. So noobs, be quiet.
Well, not just so much as that. It's more of just the Avengers is like a celebration of superheroes, really. This is so much different. This is like an HBO drama that just stars Batman. This just takes place in the Batman universe, really. I mean, half the time, you're sitting there wondering, okay, I'm just going to spoil this right now. Bruce Wayne is hardly in the movie. Well, he is, but there's at least
No, Batman's hardly in the movie.
Bruce
Wayne is in the movie.
Yeah, but even there's at least a 40-minute time gap between Bruce Wayne's screen bits, or whatever. Screen time. Also, some really amazing music. Well done, Hans Zimmer. And, really, this is I think, as Batman films go, this is the best Batman film I think I've ever seen. I don't know. We'll see. I heard somewhere there's gonna be some, there's a reboot, not like a reboot, but sort of something that ties in with the Justice League, and I heard somewhere Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be the next Batman or something. I don't know. That's something Nolan said, but then it wasn't true, and then he said he wasn't part of Justice League, and I don't know. But Oh, let's talk about that teaser, Man of Steel. What'd you think of the teaser, Ryan?
This is off topic, and I don't like Superman.
Yeah, there's a yeah, they're making a Man of Steel. I just want to talk about it because that was really. This is the one. It's one of the few reasons why I saw this movie is to see that teaser, and it looks good. I mean, Henry Cavill he feels like Superman. But anyways, back on topic. Is there anything you didn't like? Or
What's fun with stuff?
just a little tiny stuff, or?
No, I think Two-Face should have been in the movie.
Harvey
Would it
Dent-
be would it have been awesome if he was the judge, and executioner
Harvey-
instead of
but Harvey-
with Scarecrow? Would it have been awesome?
But Harvey Dent's dead. It's funny.
Also
It's funny if it was Scarecrow there. So. But yeah, Harvey Dent's dead. I mean, even Nolan said that. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I know, but the guy who played Harvey Dent, he was all like, oh, he wouldn't mind being in.
Yeah, and then Nolan says like, yeah, Harvey Dent's dead. Sorry.
Yeah.
But really, this touches on like a lot of things that normal films don't. I mean, stuff like terrorism, stuff like economic downfall, stuff like personal responsibility, stuff that just a lot of films today just can't get a grasp of. But I think this is probably one of the superhero films. This is the greatest superhero film ever made. I think I can say that pretty confidently. I think, and it's my favorite. I mean, yeah, there's stuff. I mean, look, I can't really compare this to The Dark Knight or Batman Begins because these are just three different films. Is the problem? Each one touches on different things. But this is just my favorite out of them. It's probably going to go up there on my favorite movie list. And my favorite film of this year so far. Beats The Avengers. Haha. And Moonrise Kingdom. But I give it a 10 out of 10. Brian?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Wow, we actually agree for once. Getting a lot of 10s this year already. It's like my fourth. Also, oh wait, one thing that, this is something my older brother mentioned, was that, what do you think of Bane's voice?
It could have been more El Español.
No, just in the way it sounded, like...
Mask type.
I know, like originally, this was in, I think it was, if you saw Mission Impossible on IMAX, you got to see the first 5 minutes. Originally, his voice sounded a lot like this. Like, you put your hands over your mouth, it sounds like this. But then Nolan had to fix it, and the voice worked. It didn't really sound like it was coming from his mouth. It sort of sounded like it was coming from like a speaker on his belt or something. But also Tom Hardy is enormous. Like Jesus. Like this guy was in Warrior, and like he was big then. Now he's huge. Also, Lucky Marion Cotillard gets to kiss Christian Bale. Jokes. I think it's one of the first superhero movie sex scenes, I think. Well, not really, but...
No, Watchmen.
Alright, yeah, well, Watchmen's like a porno, essentially.
No, it's not.
Dude, you got a chick in, like, black leather, like...
No, it's not.
I don't know, well, Watchmen wasn't very good is the problem, so...
It was... You pretty much just got a bunch of dislikes. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You're disliking the audience.
Dude,
You're acting like Larson.
Dude, I watched...
And Larson. You're acting like
Dude,
Larson
I
right
watched
now.
Watchmen, and then I read a bit of the comic book, and I was like, yeah, this movie kind of sucks.
No, it's just because you don't understand.
Okay, that's actually funny because Zack Snyder is directing Man of Steel, so I'm already getting some hate mail. But I guess I really have nothing else to say. This is the best superhero film ever made, and we shall see you next time in Man of Steel. Bye.